morning, people. It's now 15 months since I bought this P38. It's diesel manual. But 11,000 miles on the clock, using it as my daily driver. So far it's been serving me reasonably well. Okay, for a start, my home base is around West Yorkshire near Clech-Huddersfax, just west of the rhubarb triangle of all things. Now then, this thing has taken me from this area up to Carlisle, up around that area, Northumbria, down to Land's End, Cornwall, and across to West Wales, with almost no issues. Almost. So you may remember in my last vid for this vehicle I talked about the DMF and the clutch. On tick over we got a nice big rumble from the DMF, but the clutch was still functioning. But I put about 10,500 miles on the clock with that kind of mechanical clunking going on. So I bit the bullet, ordered a flywheel and a clutch. So a couple of weeks later, and 1,250 quid lighter, we now have a fresh DMF and we have a fresh clutch. All good, you would think. Mostly yes, but if anybody's familiar with the feeling of a manual clutch with a touch of oil on the friction plate and the judder you get setting off, I'm afraid this clutch feels like that. Now, the guy who put it on I really trust. He's done a cracking job, he really has, so I don't think it's anything like that. There doesn't seem to be an oil path to get from the flywheel, from the engine to the flywheel, to actually deposit oil onto the clutch friction plate. So I'm a bit of a loss. The only thought is possibly a dodgy engine mount or gearbox mount. It's just enough to lift the engine and boxes you set off just to cause that initial juddering. So I do have the engine mounts, it's a case of getting around to fitting them. Anyway, on a positive side, I still really like this vehicle. It's cracking to drive. It's not just to drive, it's a bit of an event. And you can use it off-road, on-road, tow things and have a damn good time. And talking of towing, it did the family the trip down to Cornwall with the caravan on the back. So we didn't really tow it to practice or anything, we just threw it on the back, checked the lights and set off. So it was a fully loaded van, a week's worth of supplies and 3 adults in the vehicle. And it barely missed a beat. The only concern was, very occasionally with the van, it would tend to get a little bit warm. Now then, the reason for that. Put my tongue away. The reason for that, down in Cornwall, you may well be familiar with the A30. During summertime, it's going to be damn busy. So, travelling to the campsite and travelling from the campsite on the A30 with significant amounts of traffic, we did a lot of stopping and starting, and temperature gauge showed a tad higher than normal for quite a distance. We kept having to take it easy on the flats and downhill to give it a chance to cool down. The holiday was successful, no probs, we did enjoy it. Great time in the water. But I was a bit nervous coming home watching this here temperature gauge all the way back. But anyway, we'll give it a coolant change. That seemed to help, and I finally got round to something else I thought it might be. It was a viscous fan, so it's now got a replacement viscous fan. And I've not seen any issues so far since, so I'm happy about that. Just been a bit nervous about towing the caravan since that event. Now then, we did trip out in it. We went from Clercudisfax, as we said, down into the Midlands, across to West Wales and back into North Wales to do a spot of clay pigeon shooting. 3 old boys, all their kit, and barely a problem. I will add to that that was before we fitted the viscous fan. So as part of the trip, we went from North Wales, heading central south, heading for Bala and Lake Bala. Some of those that may have a map, just have a quick scan. There's a humongous mountain as you're heading south to Bala, and the road goes down the side of the lake. So that's quite a climb. Quite a climb with 3 old farts and all the kit in it. Became an issue. As I said, we haven't fitted the viscous fan by then, and it got warmer and it got warmer until we got about 50 metres of the top, and the temperature gauge reached the red. So handbrake on an extremely steep hill, engine running, got out very nervously, all 3 of us, stood there for a bit of a chin wag while it cooled down. I don't recommend that, and I don't recommend stopping on that hill unless you're 100% trusting your brakes. It's bloody steep. Any road up. When it cooled down, we managed to set off, get over the top, and had no more issues for the trip. So that ended well. So yeah, it's had DMF clutch, viscous fan, nothing else I can think of. So in 11,000 miles basic servicing plus those bits, it's not been too bad. Would I buy another one? Oh, I think so, if it was in the same nick as this. If you can see it through the windows, driving through the countryside, it's pretty damn good stuff. As I said before, it's not a drive, it's an event. An enjoyable event. Oh yeah, and PS, if you do actually enjoy this bit of a natter, please do like and subscribe. If you didn't, well, tell me what you'd like me to talk about, how bright and sparkly you'd like me to be, and I'll do something different. Thank you for watching, and don't forget my other vids kicking about, and there will be some new ones in the future. Thank you very much.